Hi Capricorn, this is your July 2018 reading for love reading, couples and singles. If you're single, check out the timestamp below to find out when your reading starts. Using for the reading, Healing the Angels, Oracle cards for advice, and the Gilded Tarot for Gilded Tarot by Chira Marchetti for your actual reading. Okay, so without further ado, let's take these away and let's have a look at couples first. Oopsie daisy. Okay, Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Capricorns who are in relationships for the month of July 2018? What is the advice that you have for Capricorns who are in relationships for the month of July 2018? Show me. Alright, it's telling you the Archangel Michael. I usually find that I should pull a card after that. It says, through the Archangel Michael, through truth and integrity, you're going to have a miracle. Okay, can you see that? So let me pull that again. It says, usually when I get the Archangel Michael, I know it's trying to tell me about something that this is bringing to you. It says, through the Archangel Michael, you just put the words in to fill the gaps up. With the Archangel or Archangel Michael, can't pronounce it, no? Archangel Michael, through truth and integrity, will bring a miracle. Alright? So I think that really what that's saying is that whatever the situation is in your relationship, Capricorn, if you can be honest and true to yourself, it might just turn the relationship around if it's going through a difficult phase. Let's get some information on what's going on for you couples. Universe Spirit, what's the situation for Capricorn couples in the month of July 2018? What's the situation for Capricorn couples in the month of July 2018? Show me. Right, let's split the deck into three. 1, 2, 3, like so. We're going to collect that back up. Like so, and let's have a look. So, 1, that's the energies for the month. 2, 1, 2, here we go. 3, 4. So this is the root issue. This is the recent past. Most likely, ouch, nearly got a splinter. This table is so dangerous. Nearly got a splinter. This is the most likely outcome for the month. This is the immediate future. This is the external factors. So this is the external factors of your relationship. This is the influences coming in, hopes or fears, and the overall outcome. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's going on. So the external factors for your relationship. Right, so right off the bat you've got the 7 of Wands. And I think that somebody is being very defensive in this relationship. Somebody also might be being slightly mean, when you get the 7 of Wands, it really shows somebody who is blocking you out. So this person might be being very private, they might be being quite mean, quite cruel, very defensive. But usually the 6 Wands on the card, can you see those 6 Wands along here? They're saying, let me in, and these cards are saying, well, this person say, well, no. These 6 Wands want something from this guy. So at the end of the 6 Wands, there's probably people there, and they're putting up their little pitchforks and saying, you know, sometimes this is accusing energy as well, the 7 of Wands. It might be, for some of you guys, Capricorn, that what you're dealing with are challenges, but you're being challenged by the partner, or you're challenging the partner, one of the two. Now, the reason that everything is happening is because could be about something about the past, but it could also be something to do with the children, if you've got kids. And in the recent past, you guys have experienced a heart-to-heart, probably, a connection. But not just a connection, I think you've had a heart-to-heart, like a chat, a communication, one-on-one. Or you've tried to agree to something in the recent past with that 2 of Cups. Now, what's influencing the month for you guys who are in relationships? So it's the 4 of Cups. Somebody's not happy here, are they? Somebody who is probably emotionally unavailable, or they're just not... it might be that somebody's throwing a strop here, or they're just not happy to develop the relationship if it's relatively new, or, you know, especially if the argument is something to do with the past here. I think if you're in a long-term relationship, it might be that there's challenges. One of you is accusing the other because it's all about the children. In the recent past, you've tried to have some agreement with that 2 of Cups. And I think that, you know, what's influencing the month is apathy and boredom, probably, with that Four of Cups energy. But as a result of that, the energy around you guys who are in relationships will be, well, the Eight of Cups. One of you is looking to take a bit of a break. Eight of Cups is about walking away, but it's also about taking a bit of a break. Now, the most likely outcome, and it will be a break to get away from, you know, this energy here. Especially if one of you is wagging your fingers and saying, why aren't you paying attention to the kids? That type of thing. The most likely outcome for the month will be the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is all about investing in love. And, you know, probably if you're in a long-term relationship and you're going through all of these tumultuous energies, the most likely outcome is, you know, nice messages. I'm sorry, and, you know, let me take you out for dinner and all of this stuff. So coming in the sort of around the first 2 weeks of July or so, you do have the Knight of Wands energy. Knight of Wands energy could be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, especially Sagittarius, which is what that card is. Or this card is about movement and change coming in. And influences coming in will be the Two of Wands. Well, one of you is going to be feeling at a bit of a crossroads with this Two of Wands energy. Hopes or fears? Well, hope is to put hard work and effort into the relationship. The overall outcome, Capricorn, is justice. Well, yeah, I mean, look, a decision's made here, I think, in the overall outcome, and it's coming off the back of this, the Two of Wands, being at a bit of a crossroads, having to make a choice between two paths. It might be coming in as the arrival of something new, this Knight of Wands. Maybe as a result of that, it's the needing to choose between two paths, and the overall outcome being justice, finding the right, making the right decision. Let's have a look at what, excuse me. So I've been working all day, it's very tiring sometimes. So let's have a look. So the external factors for Capricorn in their relationship is showing the Seven of Wands. What's this Seven of Wands about? Well, the Sun in the reverse. I think that somebody's unhappy here with this Sun in the reverse. Sun in the reverse means to be unhappy. I think somebody's unhappy. So I think somebody's unhappy, restless, and that restlessness. Somebody's restless about a lack of cooperation in this relationship because Temperance energy, I don't know whether you can see that. The Temperance energy represents a lack of cooperation. Four of Swords means to be mentally restless, and the Sun means unhappy. In the reverse means to be unhappy. So I think that somebody's unhappy here. And I think that somebody's unhappy because there's restlessness. Maybe somebody's not cooperating, pulling their weight enough in the relationship. And the reason that everything is happening is because of the Six of Cups. And what's this Six of Cups about? What's this Six of Cups about? Well, the Fall. Okay, so I think that everything is happening because of the past. So I don't think it's children. I think it's either that there's something to do with children. Maybe the children, you say, well, what's it about, the children? Six of Cups, children. Well, what is it about the children? The Fool. Well, what does that Fool mean? Maybe this person isn't committed enough to the kids, but I don't think it's that. Or somebody's playing the Fool. I don't think it's that. I think it's the past. And I think the past is all about somebody who lacked commitment with that Fool energy showing up there. The past. So the restlessness about somebody's uncooperative behaviour is to do with the root issue. It's all about the past and what happened in the past. Somebody exhibited uncommitting, you know, this is commitment phobe, is the Fool. So somebody was a commitment phobe probably in the past. And as a result of that, you've experienced the Two of Cups. And what's the Two of Cups about? What's the Two of Cups about? The High Priestess. So I think that in the recent past you've been able to connect with this person's thoughts, because this is a spiritual oh no, sorry, it's the world, isn't it? It is the world. I think in the recent past you've experienced a chat with this individual with that Two of Cups, because the Two of Cups is all about having, it's not just about a connection with a person, it's also about literally having a conversation. And I think that in the recent past, you've actually experienced an agreement. It's not just a conversation, but Two of Cups is a promise and it's an agreement. I think this agreement is that you guys, with the world energy, want to achieve. You want to achieve so much in this relationship with this world energy. But I don't think it's that, actually. I think that in the recent past, some of you guys may have agreed that, you know, this relationship will be at an end if you can't sort the problems out with the Five of Wands. Okay, because the world card is, the Two of Cups is to agree, and the world card is about, you know, wrapping something up The Death card is like the world is things coming to an end, and the Five of Wands is where you can't sort a problem out. So it might be that you've had a discussion here with this Two of Cups, and you've said, look, you know, let's make an agreement that if by the end of with the world energy a certain time, we can't sort this out, you know, maybe we should just end this relationship if we really can't agree with this Five of Wands energy showing here. And what's influencing the situation this month is the Four of Cups. And let's have a look at what that Four of Cups is about. So there's unhappiness here, or boredom, or dissatisfaction. And what's the Four of Cups about? Well, there's unhappiness about the Star. It could be an Aquarius individual. It could be fame with this Star energy. I think that something better has caused this person to disappear or to move or to... because the Eight of Wands is movement, and sometimes this is travel. So I think there's unhappiness that this person that you're with, that they've got a goal here. Maybe there's a goal that this person's aiming for, because the Eight of Wands is to aim and the Star is the goal. All right, so I think there's unhappiness because I think that there's something that this person's aiming for with the Eight of Wands energy. And I think that your intuition is that they're probably looking to move towards that thing more than you. I think this person's probably, the intuition is saying to you, maybe this person wants to move on, for example. We've just got some other cards. I'm just thinking to myself here that, you know, you're unhappy. I think what's influencing you in the month of July 2018, Capricorn, you coupled up people, is that you're unhappy, and the situation about you being unhappy is that the Star, okay? And I think the Star, maybe this person's fame, maybe their job position is keeping them from you with the Eight of Wands. Maybe they're they're aiming for the Stars, or they're aiming for something big or something bold or something that they would consider to be better. And it might be that your intuition is telling you that this person wants to move towards, you know, a fresh start, starting something new with this Magician energy. And as a result of that, I think the energy around you guys is going to be distance between the both of you. What's this Eight of Cups about? Or somebody's looking to distance themselves a little bit. What's the Eight of Cups about? Well, the Three of Swords, separation. It's about a broken heart. So this is, the energy for the month is about the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is about kind of separating yourself, initiating new changes. And this is about separation with that Three of Swords energy showing here. But also probably feeling a great deal of hurt as well. Perhaps the hurt is coming via this fresh start, the new start here with the Ace of Wands, causing chaos or causing an upheaval in the relationship. Because the Ace of Wands is all about a fresh start, and this is about an upheaval. And this card here is about feeling upset or disappointed, or depressed, or feeling hurt. So I think that the energy around you for the month of July 2018 is focusing on, you know, changes. And those changes are about, because there's a certain amount of hurt here, disagreement over a fresh start, I think, with the Eight of Wands causing a great deal of distraction. But I don't even think the Eight of Cups is about walking away now. Not at all. I actually think that Eight of Cups is about a distraction. You know, you're not focusing on the hurt in the relationship, because it's all about this disagreement over this new project or this new beginning causing a great upheaval. So it's almost like you're not focusing on those things. And I think that here, you know, there is an argument going on with this Seven of Wands. One of you is wagging the finger. It might be you wagging the finger at the partner, Capricorn, because you're unhappy and feeling a sense of restlessness over, I think with the Temperance card, over something that's come into your relationship that's really put it in a place of imbalance. So it's kind of tilted the relationship. So I think there's an unhappiness and a restlessness over something that's come into the relationship and kind of untilted it. And it's because the root issue is all about the past with the Six of Cups, and that past is to do with this person not being committed to the relationship. And I think in the recent past you guys have probably with this Two of Cups you've agreed that, well, by a certain time with the world energy, you know, if these arguments don't stop, we're going to have to kind of look at maybe, you know, ceasing the relationship, because what's influencing you is that you're not happy. And you're not happy because this partner of yours is searching and looking for fame, you know. they're on a quest to find fame, or they've already found it and they're moving towards it with that Eight of Wands and the Star. And I think that your intuition is that this person wants to move on to start doing something new with the Magician. And I think all of this is kind of compounding the relationship. So the energy for the month will be on trying to let go, I think, with this Eight of Cups, actually. Letting go of this situation, letting go of this person, because I think that there has been disagreement in a fresh start, and this fresh start with the Ace of Wands is causing a whole heap of chaos in the relationship. So I think that the focus is on just letting go of this situation. The most likely outcome, though, will be the Page of Cups. And what's this Page of Cups about? What's the Page of Cups about? Well, somebody's emotionally invested in here, aren't they? Oh my God, you've got this King of Cups and Emperor again. So now I would say that this King of Cups here is looking to build a stable, loving relationship with you. I can read these two cards differently, considering just looking at what the energies are around the reading. But I think this King of Cups will look to stabilise this relationship. So the most likely outcome is that this person that you are, for some of you guys, that you're arguing so fervently with, because it would seem that they are paying more attention to their dreams rather than you, to a certain extent, this person, the most likely outcome is that this person will give you a gift with this Page of Cups. This person will tell you how much they care about you, tell you how much they love you, because this person is showing as a King of Cups. This person is very invested emotionally in building strength and stability in this relationship, in protecting as well, because the Emperor is a protector. So I think that this person is very interested in protecting this relationship. Coming in, what you're going to experience is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, what's the situation with the Knight of Wands in the immediate future for a couple of Capricorns? Well, it's to do with, it could be to do with travel with that Page of Wands sitting in there. But then you've got this Queen of Cups. I think that, you've got two cards showing back to back. It's almost like this Queen of Cups is delivering something from the page. Can you see how she takes the cup? So I'm just going to have a look at both these cards showing up here. And you're Capricorn, aren't you? No, I don't think it's that. I think coming in, this individual, I don't know whether they're playing you at all, because Knight of Wands can show us players, and you do have two key characters here. It might be playing you, this person, between a younger fire sign person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and sort of an older water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian. So I'm not sure. It looks like this person, you're going to experience influence. Immediate future shows like this person seems to, I think, with the Knight of Wands, be a little bit all over the place. And this is about them kind of pursuing. I think there's a couple of people here. And I think that this is why influence is coming in and leaving you at a crossroads, this Two of Wands. And what's this Two of Wands about? What's this Two of Wands about? Well, I think you're a bit of a crossroads. It's all about what you're looking at. I think that you're finding out that a King of Wands, I think that this King of Wands, I think this is the person here, this King of Wands. I think that you're finding out with that Hermit that this person, this King of Wands, could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It looks like this person's quite reluctant. They seem to be reluctant. They seem to be frustrated. I think that you're finding out that this person's frustrated. I'm going to see what this person's frustrated by. What's this person frustrated by? What's this person frustrated by? Well, having to be in a settled relationship, the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers energy showing here. This is a very strong, loving relationship, one that has the potential to build forever. You got that Ten of Coins, long-term, stable, secure family relationship with the lover, with your lover, with the person that you love the most. So it's a strong union, it's like a marriage. This person's frustrated by the idea of being in a long-term relationship with you. I think that when we look at this person chasing the star, they're chasing what's out of reach. And your intuition is telling you that this person is pursuing with that Chariot energy, doing something here. I don't think that they're trying. It might be that your intuition is telling you that this person is trying to control, somewhat off an urge with the Magician. Because when you get the Magician always shows someone who's got an intention. But the Chariot is often the card that also shows somebody who needs self-control over their intentions. So you might be intuiting that this person needs to control their intentions, for example, here. Because I think that this person's communicating with a star, or they're pursuing something that's out of reach. Or chasing stardom, or chasing their dreams with that star energy. So I don't think this is about their work or anything like that. I think that you're actually probably looking at a bit somebody who's I wouldn't call this person a narcissist, but I think that this person likes to have more than one lover besides you. I think this person likes to have more than one person, and they get a headache when they don't. Just like President Kennedy. You know President Kennedy from the 60s. And he turned around. He'd gone somewhere. I can't remember who he turned around. I was actually watching a very interesting documentary. Turned around to one of his colleagues and said, you know, I've got to have a woman. You know, I get a headache if I don't have a woman every 2 days. You know, a different woman. It wasn't his wife, Jackie. It was a woman every 2 days. I get the impression that this is the type of character that this is that you're dealing with. But it's saying that, you know, the Archangel Michael will bring you a miracle if you stand in your truth and integrity. So your hopes are the Eight of Pentacles. And what's the Eight of Pentacles about? Well, the Eight of Pentacles will be to work on your relationship. So what's this about with the Eight of Pentacles? Well, the Moon. I think this is all about you blocking out your deepest fears. The Two of Swords shows us a blockage card. It's when you're blocking out, and the Moon card is the emotion. You can see the Moon is here as well. Can you see? Can you see the Moon? There's a Moon there at the bottom of the card there. And there's a Moon here. It's almost like you're blocking out your intuition, or you're blocking out your feelings. It says that you want to carry on working. Your hopes are just to carry on working out, you know, working on this relationship. But this is all a way to just block out what you truly know to be the case with this situation. The overall outcome for the month for you couples is justice. And this is actually about a decision or things coming back into balance. What's the Justice card about? Well, I think that you're going to try and isolate yourself with the Nine of Coins from this person who I see as being... But then the Devil is you. Capricorn, that's your major card, Capricorn. I think you're trying to isolate yourself and trying to keep control of this individual, because the Devil card shows up as somebody who tries to control others. And you're trying to keep control of this situation. Perhaps with the Ten of Swords by putting, you know, an ending to it with the Ten of Swords energy. By ending this time of limbo with the Hanged Man, probably. Let's have a look at this reading again. It's really weird, but it's saying if you stand in your truth and integrity, you can... And I think that that explanation of those cards, Capricorn, is really saying that the Archangel Michael... The advice for the month is the Archangel Michael, because we've all got angels that watch over us. The Archangel Michael is going to bring you a miracle if you stand within your truth and integrity. And I think what that's saying really, you coupled up Capricorns, is if you stand within your truth and you're honest, if you're honest with yourself, you are going to have a miracle. You will. So some of you guys, if it resonates with you, you might be afraid of leaving a relationship. You might be like, shit, I can't do that. I can't leave this relationship. Where will I go? What will I do? You know, I'm too afraid. But the universe is saying, look, we're going to bring you a miracle. Don't worry about it. You are going to see miracles occurring. But first of all, the truth and integrity bit of these cards, coupled up Capricorns, is really saying that you need to release a blockage with the truth and integrity. You need to stand up for what's right. Because you're already doing it, but you're too afraid to see it through. So if you follow through on what your belief is, you need to have your self-confidence really with the truth and integrity. Self-confidence is going to open up a whole host of miracles for you. But if you continue to, you know, ignore in these cards here, the hopes are to work on the relationship, but this is just about you ignoring what your sixth sense tells you. The Moon card tells you it's your intuition, but the Two of Swords says, well, it's even crossing the Moon here on the card. So it's almost like you're ignoring your intuition on this relationship. So let's get this reading again. You guys, in the month, you coupled up Capricorns, are the Seven of Wands. And I think that you are really kind of challenging your partners. And I think that you're challenging your partner because you're unhappy for the Sun energy reversed. And you're unhappy and restless with the Four of Swords in the reverse, that actually this partner is not cooperating with you. with the Temperance energy, and they're not cooperating. I'll ask why they're not cooperating. What are they not cooperating about, universe? What's the partner not cooperating about? Well, working together on this relationship, the Three of Coins shows there. Hope you can see that, guys. So this partner isn't cooperating in terms of working on the relationship, developing the relationship. And the reason that all of this is happening is because it's something to do with the past. The Six of Cups. Well, what is it about the past? They've not been very committed in the past with the Fallen, and I think that this person's just recreating those patterns. Now, in the recent past, what you guys have experienced is, for some of you guys, is an agreement, and that agreement is, well, by the end of time, the world, by the end of whenever your world card is, you know, we need, you know, if things aren't working out with the Five of Wands, if we're still not getting on, we need to end this relationship. And I think that what's influencing you this month is that you're unhappy with this, with the Four of Cups, because it seems that the partner is probably just chasing with the Eight of Wands dreams with that star energy, or they might have had some really good news around something here. But and I think that they're chasing dreams. I think this person, it might be some of you guys, you're with an older lover, and somebody's got, I get the impression this person's got a midlife crisis or something going on. But I think that this person's chasing a dream, and I think that your intuition is telling you that they've been trying to control, you know, the Magician, they've been trying to control this urge to start, you know, to act on a certain idea. And that idea would be to go out there and probably have some fun or experience something else. Now, as a result of that, the energy for the month is going to be you guys probably trying to, I think with this Eight of Cups, I don't know whether it's kind of detaching yourself from the relationship. I think it is. I think that the energy is about detaching yourself in the month of July 2018, because the situation is all about the Three of Swords, and this is heartbreak and difficulty. Could also be third parties with that Ace of Wands, you know, somebody who's sleeping with many people, like multiple people, that type of thing, causing chaos or causing problems. Or this could be like disappointment, arguments, separation, or difference of ideas, for example, with that Ace of Wands, causing the Tower moment, causing destruction, for example, in the relationship. And I think that the most likely outcome will be the Page of Cups. I think the partner's going to come back and they're going to say, you know, oh, I love you, baby, let's go out for a meal, blah, blah, blah. Because this person really does want to, I think, in a way, emotionally, they want to, with this Emperor card energy, I think that it's either that they're emotionally wise, they will want to kind of try and protect this relationship, build on it. But for some of you guys, it could be the King of Cups. This person is literally, as a King of Cups, trying to take control as well, with the Emperor energy showing up there. Now, coming in, you guys will experience in the immediate future, this person around you, I think, is a little bit of a play with that Knight of Wands. I think there might be two people around him, Page of Wands, a younger fire sign person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and an older water sign person, Queen of Cups. But it doesn't have to be. But there's two people around this person now. I think this will leave you kind of at a bit of a crossroads with this Two of Wands influences coming in, because I think that you finally find out that this person, who I would probably say maybe the partner is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this King of Wands here is quite frustrated with the Eight of Swords. And I clarify, I said, what's this person frustrated by? Well, having to be a family person, you know, that Ten of Coins and the lovers, they don't want to be in a monogamous relationship. This person gets frustrated by monogamy, I think. And your hope would be just to carry on working through the relationship, the Eight of Coins. But all this is about is ignoring what your sixth sense is telling you about the relationship. And what's the sixth sense telling them? What's Capricorn's sixth sense telling them about this relationship? Well, there you go, Nine of Wands. You're struggling. And it is a hard slog with this Nine of Wands. But your intuition is telling you that this hard slog here of the Nine of Wands, you need to move on from that with the Six of Swords. You need to move on from having to try so much with the Six of Wands showing here. The overall outcome, I think, will be, you know, finally receiving justice, finally putting things into balance for you coupled up Capricorns. And that balance is all because you guys are going to try and isolate yourself, I think, with this Nine of Coins energy, from trying to control the outcome of this relationship so much. Because I think that for you, you need to end with this Ten of Swords, kind of stringing yourself up or putting your life on hold with that Hanged Man energy. for this individual, and that's why the advice cards are saying, I think coupled up score Capricorns, is that the Archangel Michael will bring you a miracle if you can stand in your truth and integrity for once. This is all about being honest with yourself. As soon as you start being honest with yourself, which I don't think you're being in the hopes area here, where you're hoping just to work through the situation, because this is all about you ignoring your intuition. I think as soon as you start to tap into that intuition with truth and integrity, you'll soon find that the universe is going to back you up on that and bring a whole host of, you know, of miracles your way. All right, that is your reading. That's your reading, Capricorn, couple of Capricorns. Bear with me, I'm going to be back with single Capricorns. One moment. Okay, hi single Capricorns, we're going to do your reading, your love reading for the month of July 2018. Yeah, we're using the healing with the angels cards and also your gilded tarot for the main reading, okay? So let's have a look what's coming in. What's the advice for single Capricorns in the month of July 2018? What is the advice you have for single Capricorns in the month of July 2018? Show me. So, it's just telling you to take care of your body. Alright, so, you know, as far as I'm single, and you've just got to take care of yourself. And it's, you know, that's from the gym, it's from what you eat. Do you take your makeup off at night if you're a female, you know? Do you look after yourself, basically? Do you smoke? Do you drink too much? Maybe those are things you need to cut out. It is saying body care is the advice, so it's important to take care of your body. Also, I think that if you are single and you're having multiple partners, it's a good idea just to make sure that you use protection, that type of thing, with the body care energy. Because, you know, you've got the children, this could be pregnancy or something, you've got children going on there. So body care, use condoms, make sure you're using contraception, especially if you're having sex or something as a single person, showing up there, alright? So there could be children, for example, so just make sure that you're taking care of yourself, okay? Let's have a look at what the situation is for you single people. I don't think it's going to have anything to do with that, but it's saying body care is important, alright? Universe Spirit, what is the situation coming in for single Capricorns in the month of July 2018? What's the situation coming in for single Capricorns in the month of July 2018? Show me. Let's split the deck into three. 1, 2, and 3. Collect that back up like so. Alright, so there we go. Present situation, challenge, or what's influencing it. Pull this down a bit. Root issue, recent past, most likely outcome, immediate future, you guys, who you are at the moment in the month of July 2018, influences coming in, hopes or fears, and the overall outcome. Let's have a look. So here are you guys in the month of July 2018. You're the Two of Swords. I think you're in two minds probably here with the Two of Swords. You might have two partners. You might have two options for love with that Two of Swords energy. Now, what's the reason that everything is happening? Well, justice. So I think everything is happening because it looks to me like with the justice energy, I think if you're in two minds, the reason that everything is happening is I think something's come to fruition here. Justice represents that something's happened. Something has completed itself with the justice energy showing here. And it might be that you're in two minds. It could be about a Libra individual. In the recent past, you guys have experienced the Page of Swords. Maybe you've experienced an argument or with this Page of Swords. Maybe you've experienced some form of communication with that Page of Swords. You've learned something maybe, or you've been learning something. You've been spying, you've been looking, you've been researching. The most, what's influencing the month is, well, you've got heartbreak here, the Three of Swords, disappointment, could be a lie, third-party situation, and as a result of that, what you're going to be experiencing for the month is the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you guys being on your own with the Nine of Pentacles energy. The most likely outcome will be for the month, the Seven of Coins, taking a step back to evaluate relationships, especially what you want from relationships, or you're evaluating. I mean, it might be that you're in two minds because something has come to the end of a period, with the end, you know, a period of the cycle. That's what justice is as well. Something's completing itself. finding yourself on your own. But also it might be that you've made a decision here as well. It might be because you've got a decision to make with the Two of Swords, in which you find yourself on your own here. Nine of Coins, focusing on being independent, doing the things that you like to do. Most likely outcome, taking a step back to evaluate what has come about from a particular relationship, or, you know, something that didn't work out. Now, coming in the immediate future, Capricorn, what you'll experience is the Three of Coins. A lot of working cards, so a lot of this is focusing on maybe working on... This is probably something to do with work. Influence is coming in, the Moon. I think there's some uncertainty showing up here with the Moon energy. Hopes, fears. I think the hopes for some of you guys, you just want to settle down with the Queen of Coins. The overall outcome shows, well, there's a person coming in, a King of Wands for you. Okay. There's somebody showing up here. I mean, this could be, as an influence coming in, it's showing the Moon, so it could be 1 month from now you've got this person coming in as well, because this could be timing. Three of Coins could say in the immediate future, something to do with work coming in. Let's get some clarifiers on this. It might be telling you to prepare your body for children, for example. Maybe it's with this dude here. Though I couldn't see that happening as yet, especially if you're single. That'd be rather quick. Let's have a look then. Why is Capricorn, single Capricorn, showing us being Two of Swords? Why are they showing us being the Two of Swords? Because, that's the wrong way around, because of the Chariot. Well, I think it's about you pursuing something, or somebody's pursuing you. Okay. I think that you're pursuing, this might be, because the Chariot is all about pursuing, so you might be pursuing your destiny here. You might be on a journey, you know, you might be guided. This might be you pursuing your destiny. You've got the Chariot showing up here, a card where you're moving towards your destiny, for example. So with the Two of Swords, it might be with the Two of Swords, I think you're in two minds. And I think it is because you are pursuing something that is very fated for you. And I think that you know that. I think you recognise that there is something very much on the way for you here in July. Now, as a result of that, the energy that you're going to be feeling around you in July 2018 is the Nine of Coins. And usually that's somebody who's on their own. But what's this Nine of Coins about? What's this Nine of Coins about? Well, it's about the Sun reverse. So I think that right now, the energy around you is about you guys focusing on being single with the Nine of Coins energy. And I think it's because you have a lot of doubts with the Sun energy showing there. I think that you're doubting whether you want to have a commitment with somebody right now, or work towards a commitment with someone right now, because the reason that everything is occurring is because of justice. And what's justice about? What's the justice about? The Ten of Wands. Could be a Libra person brought great pressure or great burdens to you, because justice can be a Libra person. This can be, you know, the burden card of the Ten of Wands. Or it might be that you guys have made a decision that this is just too many burdens doing this. It's just too much of a burden. It's too much to carry at the moment. Especially when you're juggling, you know, work to a coin. Especially when you're juggling many things in your life, you know. And you are, you know, you're working towards a plan, or there's a new beginning, or you're hatching a new direction in which you're formulating, you know, new plans. For some of you guys, in the recent past, you've experienced the Page of Swords. And what's this Page of Swords about? Hope you can see these cards. The Six of Coins. So it might be that you've had some news, and the news might be to do with work, for example, with the Six of Coins. Maybe you've received a new job or something like that. But I think that in the recent past you've received some news. Might be an email, a text, might be something to do with work. But I think that what's influencing you this month, or it might be that you've received some news to do with money, or to do with money that you should be receiving. I think there's some imbalance to do with maybe your home, or your work, or your finance. Because you've got the Temperance reversed here and the Ten of Coins, you see. Temperance reversed is imbalance. Could be imbalance in the family finances, or in your finances, or in your work. So I think that some of you guys are very focused on your work and money at the moment. And this is why you're saying, you know, I'd rather be on my own because I'm very much doubting. I doubt with the Sun in the reverse that, you know, I'm ready to start something, to start building a relationship with someone, because I've made a decision. The decision with the Justice energy is it's too much pressure to have a relationship, especially when or it would be too much pressure to try and juggle with this Two of Coins, a relationship and work and all the rest of the other things that you've got at the moment for some of you single Capricorns. What's influencing you, though, for this area here is the Three of Swords. And what's this Three of Swords about? What's this Three of Swords about? Well, I think that you had your heart broken by a King of Swords, who I think was probably, you know, if you can look here, he's got his back turned to the Six of Cups. Can you see how he's got his back turned there? This person was more focusing on the money. They were more focusing on the status. Can you see how the King of Swords looks toward? Where is he looking? He's looking at the Ten of Coins. So you can see how he's looked towards the Ten of Coins. I hope you guys can see that. He's looking more towards the Ten of Coins than he is towards the relationship. So I think that you met, so your heart was broken by somebody who was focused more on the money in the relationship, maybe your money, maybe your status, rather than the connection, the emotional connection between the both of you. And I think that this is what broke your heart, which is why I think that some of you guys, you single Capricorns, are very focused with that Nine of Coins on being on your own, because you're very doubtful as to whether you can commit to anyone right now. You've made a decision. It's just too much pressure trying to juggle your career and someone else. But I think that this really came about when somebody did hurt you. Somebody actually used you, I think. I think for some of you guys, you were used. The most likely outcome for the month is the Seven of Coins. And I think this is you guys taking a step back just to assess what it is that you want. What's the Seven of Coins about? The Four of Swords reversed. So this is all about restlessness. But also going back to a Knight of Cups. So I think that you guys are probably taking stock. And that taking stock is whether you want to return. Maybe return to, you know, finding love, because I don't think this King of Swords is coming back. Okay, I think that this is more about, you know, whether do I want to return, do I want to come out of hiding with this Four of Swords reversed, you know, do I want to come off my sabbatical now from love, you know, do I want to return to being the Knight of Cups, searching for love, finding love, expressing emotions with the Knight of Cups energy. Coming in, what you're going to experience is the Three of Coins. And what's the Three of Coins about? What's the Three of Coins about? Well, it's about you being worried. It's about Nine of Swords. So I think this is about, with the Three of Coins, you're going to experience the chance to start rebuilding with this Three of Coins, planning for the future. But this is all about worries. See, you've got this Nine of Swords, and I never like the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Swords together, because it looks like abuse to me. This person's upset because somebody's abusing them. I think that this is rebuilding. So I think coming in, this is all about you guys rebuilding your life with that Three of Coins. And I think that this is all about... but this rebuilding is all about rebuilding your confidence, because I think that somebody did hurt you, and I think that they might have also mentally abused some of you guys here. Not only did they only care about your status and not about the relationship, I think that this person also probably mentally abused you as well. Mentally and mentally and not physically, but more mentally. You know, and verbally abused you with those two cards there. I think they really did say some things to make you feel less. And influence is coming in of the moon. What's this moon about? Because the moon could be depression or anything, but I think it's more depression or uncertainty. What's the moon about? Well, it's about the Queen of Swords. So I think that this is all about your emotions with this moon energy. And the emotions are about the Queen of Swords, feeling hurt with the Queen of Swords energy. But I think that this is all about the need with the world energy to wrap this up now, to stop feeling so hurt, because you've got the world energy, you've got this Queen of Swords showing you. So it's about a woman who's hurt. But no, I wouldn't read that world card as needing to wrap that up. I would say that this is a woman who... this is the woman. The Queen of Swords is the woman, and the world card is clarifying who that woman is. This is somebody who's quite mature. So I wouldn't talk about... We wouldn't use the word hurt here. This is more about your maturity. mature ideas, intellect. So I think with the moon card, influences coming in with this moon are something to do with your intuition, paying attention to your sixth sense and intuition. Because this is almost like your intellect is the Queen of Swords energy, Capricorn. It's almost like, with the World card clarifying that, you're a woman of high intellect. And I think that your intuition is telling you, with the High Priestess, that you can have happiness with the Four of Coins. You're denying that you can have happiness because somebody hurt you here, single Capricorns. But coming in, you've influences on the moon. So this is a deep intuition that's happening here that you guys need to pay attention to. Because I think that you are a woman with the swords, Queen of Swords being an intellectual woman and the world being high. You're a woman of high intellect, and your intuition should tell you that you can have happiness with that Four of Wands. Okay? And release with the Eight of Wands this pain with the Five of Cups. You know that you can do this. But you keep telling yourself, no, I can't have that because somebody fucked around on me and they hurt me and they've hurt my feelings and all the rest of it. But the universe is saying, but you're a person of high intellect and you should pay attention to your intuition, because your intuition is telling you that you can have happiness. Four of Wands, you can have it all. And having it all is going to help you release this pain. Your host would be the Queen of Pentacles. What's the Queen of Pentacles about? What's the Queen of Pentacles about? Well, the Seven of Wands is to sometimes reject, or the Seven of Wands is to prevent endings. So this is all about preventing death. So your host would be to find the perfect relationship, find someone that you can settle down with, because this is all about you preventing an ending again. You don't want to get hurt. So the Death card, in terms of the hurt card, in terms of the ending card of the Death card, this is all about you being hurt. So this is preventing you getting hurt. I want to find, or preventing a divorce, or preventing a separation. I want to find Mr. Perfect or Mrs. Perfect, because I want to make sure that I don't get hurt again. And the overall outcome shows the King of Wands, and I think this is somebody coming in. So for the month of July 2018, for you single Capricorns, we see the King of Wands in the outcome. And what's this King of Wands about, or who is this King of Wands? Right, so this is about the Seven of Swords energy. Be careful of this. You do have a player coming in. You can have the Hermit, and the Hermit is looking in two directions. So this person's looking for probably an open relationship, and he's being sneaky. Seven of Swords is somebody being sneaky, and the Hermit is someone who's searching, and the Two of Wands is searching in two directions. So you could be looking at a player or somebody who's looking for an open relationship, for example. The overall outcome shows somebody coming in, and it's being clarified by a sneaky person, Seven of Swords, trying to pull the wool over your eyes. The Hermit who is looking, and he's looking in two directions, the Two of Wands. So he's probably either looking, I think, for an open relationship, or possibly just looking to have a bit of fun with you and possibly somebody else. I know it's a bit shitty, but I think that you need to, this is why the advice is body care. Could be ward against pregnancy, for example. If you happen to meet this person, don't bother having any one-night stands for them. Take out the children, just body care. If you're going to have a one-night stand, or just have some sexual stuff, because you don't want a long-term relationship, do you? So some of you guys might say, well, I'm not looking to have a long-term relationship, so therefore I just want to have a bit of fun. You know, it might be that, you guys, the most likely outcome is you're taking a step back and you're assessing, do I want to come out of retirement, Four of Swords reversed, and pursue love, with the Knight of Cups, pursue romance? But this is what you're assessing here. And I think the universe is saying, take care of your body, man. Make sure that if you are going to be having just sexual relationships, ward against children, but also against, diseases, that type of thing. Quickly go through the reading for Capricorns again. I think that you guys have blocked out with this Two of Swords, pursuing a soulmate. I would call the Wheel of Fortune soulmate, your destiny, your destined partner. I think that you guys have blocked out or stopped with the Two of Swords, thinking about pursuing Chariots, your soulmate, finding your soulmate. I hope you can see that. Let's go through it again. You guys in the month of July 2018, Capricorn, have blocked out with that Two of Swords, pursuing your soulmate with the Wheel of Fortune. Because the root issue is all about you guys who have made a decision that it's just going to be too much pressure to try and balance your work along with a relationship with the Two of Coins. And in the recent past, what you've experienced is Page of Swords. Okay, so I think that you have been... I think this is something to do with work, because I think that you've received something of an email or a message, and that message is to do with you receiving something here with the Six of Coins, but it's to do with something you're receiving because there's been an imbalance in, for example, with the Two of Pentacles, or there's a lack of or you've received a lack of cooperation. So it might be you've received some bad news because there's a lack of cooperation. Could be lack of cooperation in terms of maybe financial situation in which you were hoping to receive something. Maybe there's a lack of cooperation in terms of a financial situation here, but that would tie in probably for some of you guys with a long-term partner. What's influencing you this month, coming up July, is that there's been heartbreak, and I think that heartbreak and disappointment with that Three of Swords is to do with a King of Pentacles, who you can see that he's looking directly towards the Ten of Coins here, who's looking towards money rather than love. So I think that you've been really disappointed by somebody who really just wanted your money, wanted status. For some of you guys, it would be somebody who just wanted a comfortable place to kick his heels up, but didn't really care about the relationship, or maybe didn't even care if you got children about the children, but more about, is he comfortable, he or she comfortable enough. They're very calculating, some of these Swords characters are. And as a result of that, the energy around some of you single couples will be, well, I'd rather be on my own, thank you very much, because I'm unhappy at the thought of trying to commit my life to an individual because all of these issues have happened. But you're unhappy about committing yourself, not only because I think somebody hurt you with the influence position being that King of Swords looking towards the money rather than the relationship, but also because I think that you've made a decision that, it's going to be too much to cope with, because you're just juggling too much. You've got too much on your plate. And therefore, I think the most likely outcome will be that you guys would probably consider or evaluate coming out of retirement just to, Four of Swords is coming out of retirement reversed, and just to pursue love, just to pursue a bit of romance, a bit of fun. Coming in, the influences or the immediate future shows you guys Three of Coins. I think this is focusing on a new project for you guys, and I think this project is all about this Nine of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So I think that you've been hurt with this Nine of Swords energy by somebody who was, and it might be this person that you were dealing with, probably quite abusive. So your focus around that is really with the Three of Coins, I think, just to try and, I think it's more like just to try with that Three of Coins to repair the situation. And influences coming in that you're going to experience are going to be the Moon energy. So, where was the other card? What was the Moon about? Let's have a look if I can remember. Yeah, I think that influence is coming in of you guys tapping really into your intuition, and your intuition tells you that you're a woman or a man of high intellect here, and your intuition should really be telling you that you're going to have happiness with the Four of Wands. You're going to probably, for some of you guys, get married, that type of thing. And this is going to enable you to release the hurt and release the pain. So you really, down deep, you single Capricorns, that you're going to have love at some point. You just really need to overcome whatever this is. Your hopes would be to find, and this is actually you, Queen of Pentacles, I forgot, Queen of Pentacles is a Capricorn person, so this is definitely you. Your hopes are to really settle down as the Queen of Pentacles, find a loving, traditional, normal, practical relationship where both you and husband or wife are both paying into the relationship, and the situation is all about you preventing any type of separation, endings in relationships. So this is all about you finding the perfect relationship, finding your soulmate is your hope, finding the person that matches you, because you want to prevent problems in the future. The overall outcome is showing that there is somebody coming in. You've got a King of Wands showing here. So the overall outcome shows this king coming in. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I would be very careful, because clarifying this person is that there might be a little bit of a dodgy bastard with that Seven of Swords energy, a little bit of a cheat, a little bit sneaky. Seems to be seeking a couple of paths for freedom, a couple of people. Look, the Hermit is looking towards the Two of Wands, so this person's probably being quite sneaky, and they're probably even following two people, two paths. So this person could be following two paths, following you and being with you and somebody else at the same time. Maybe they follow two paths. Are they bisexual, for example? Are they gay, for example? Do they like women and men, or men and women, whatever it is? This person's not telling you the truth. They're hiding stuff about themselves, I think, here. I think this person's hiding stuff. Okay, and they're hiding either that they're looking for an open relationship with the Two of Wands, or they're looking for a couple of pieces of fun with the Two of Wands, or they might be hiding that they're actually got, you know, a double life, for example, because they're following a double life or they're seeking a double life or something like that. But I don't think that this person is going to be completely honest, so I think that really in the overall outcome, but don't worry about it, okay, because your time is going to come. It is going to come. It's just that this might be some last test. Just take care of your body. If you're going to sleep with such a person, because they're pursuing two directions with that Two of Wands, which means they could have multiple relationships, you know, just make sure that you're using protection. You want to guard against children, but also against any type of disease. Like children is new as well, so anything new, like new diseases, that type of thing. Okay, that's your reading for you single Capricorns. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in July for another reading. Take care. Bye-bye.